Hey, how's it going, Gene? My name is Jack here with Mr. and Mrs. Leads. Thanks for trying out the site auditor. I hope you got some insight out of that. I wanted to follow up here with a video analysis of your website and to provide some further insight to your website as to what I can see as a search marketer and how we would be able to help you in targeting some of those keywords we want to capture and how we would go about ranking you for those keywords if we were to tackle this project on together. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get started. The first thing I did was I pulled up your website here in a tool called Ahrefs. Ahrefs allows search marketers like myself to look at the metrics of a website and see what's been working out for you. And what I can see right off the bat, sorry, I'm kind of playing around here, but what I can see right off the bat is right here, this portion, this referring domains and backlinks. We need a lot more referring domains and backlinks than where you're at right now. The reason being is the number of referring domains and backlinks affects the authority on your website, and authority in turn affects how quickly you rank for the keywords you want to rank for, as well as how highly you rank for those keywords. So it's very important that we build the authority on your website because it's a direct part of Google's algorithm in ranking you, and we just need to provide you more referring domains, more backlinks. Now, in case you didn't know what a backlink or referring domain is, it's basically any website out there on the internet that links back to your website by a hyperlink. So if, for example, there is a blog that's called the aedblog.com, and they mention your website in their new blog post, and they say, hey, if you're looking for the best AED products, AED accessories, check out medwheels.com. And then there would be a link to that, and if the person clicked on the link, it would direct them directly to your website. And so Google actually tracks all these referring domains and backlinks. Referring domains means the website, and backlinks means the number of links. So one website can link more than once to your website, right? And so that's kind of what backlinks and referring domains are. And in Google's eyes, it's a very important trust signal because when you have a lot of websites pointing back to your website, and those websites that point back to your website are quality ones, it tells Google that you're the kind of website that other good quality websites like to talk about, and you're the kind of website that other websites like to refer their own visitors to because they're basically like, hey, go check these guys out, go check out this website, right? So this is why it's so important for us to build the authority on your website by adding those links, and you're never going to be able to rank for all the keywords we want to capture unless we start really taking your referring domains and your backlinks up to the next level and start building the authority on your website. So that's the first thing that we would do for you. We will build the authority by providing you those links. We do a series outreach and things like that, and get those links for you. So let me take a look at your organic keywords to kind of see exactly what keywords you currently rank for, and then we'll kind of go from there, all right? So it looks like right off the bat, you've recently started getting traffic for this product, the CR Plus. So I guess it's like a specific type of it's a life pack, CR Plus. And so this actually gets 800 searches per month, and you're holding the 6th position. So you recently moved up a ton. You moved up 36 positions to hold the 6th spot for this phrase. And you can see that it's actually not your homepage that's ranking, but this page right here that's ranking for that keyword. And great job there. I mean, obviously, CR Plus is a very targeted keyword. And when someone types in CR Plus, they know the brand, and it's a lot. The kind of traffic that search for this kind of phrase is more buyer intent focused, especially if it's like a specific product. So that's very important to rank for. Looks like Jane Gonzalez, you rank for the #1 spot. Looks like you have like actual a Jane Gonzalez page. Yeah. So President CEO. Okay. And so here are some other ones that we currently rank for: AED, UCSD, AED packages, Rhythm, AED Med, AED package. So a lot of different keywords that you're currently ranking for. This might be a good one. LifePack 500 pads for us to help you rank for. And Physio Control LifePack 1000. So you rank for a lot of keywords, which is great news because you have a lot of product pages that has a lot of these kinds of keywords. Now there are some like random ones like Zoll Corporation, SoundCloud Incorporated, Hub Medical Supplies, Zoll. So yeah, but the good news is you're also ranking for a lot of these specific product keywords. All we need to do now is continue to build the authority on your website so that you start hanging out on the first page rather than like on the third, fourth, fifth page. If you think about like how the dichotomy of Google search engine, outside of the first page, outside of the first top 10 websites, rarely do people actually go to the second, third, fourth, fifth page for the given keyword or the query they search for. So it's absolutely imperative that we rank you for the on the first page at the very least for all these different keywords. You're just not going to get enough traffic going to these pages for if you're not on the first page. It's really once you get on the first page is when you actually become a player in this space, and then once you start ranking up higher for those keywords is when you're starting to get a huge influx of traffic. So you're going to see more traffic coming to your website from going from the 10th to the 9th spot than if you were to go from the 52nd spot to the 17th spot or the 13th spot. And that's just because of how Google's search engine is set up, and that's because the top 10 websites just get the majority of the traffic. So we need to make sure that you capture the majority of that traffic by ranking you on the first page for those kinds of things. All right. What I did here next was I actually typed in AED to our Keywords Explorer tool to kind of see what kind of keywords we could potentially capture. AED, that phrase gets 55,000 searches per month. Now it does have a keyword difficulty of 55, meaning that it's going to be very, very difficult for us to rank you for this keyword. But you'll be able to see right here if I go down this line, there's a ton of other related keywords to AED that we could potentially rank for. And start bringing in traffic that way that have decent amount of search volume and low competition. Like AED machine, that's got 42, so we might want to avoid that. AED training might be a great one, 1,300 searches per month and 12 keyword difficulty. Now there is other phrases for AED, like it's like, what is that, Arab Emirates currency, right? So obviously these aren't the kind of keywords we want to capture, but for like CPR AED certification, that kind of thing is absolutely right down your alley. So I'll leave this list up here. That way you can pause on YouTube and take a look and see what kind of keywords you want to rank for. Unfortunately, this is just one of those industries I'm just not familiar enough with to be like, hey, these are the keywords you want to grab. Like, I'm pretty good about that kind of thing, but this is just one of those things that I'm just not 100% familiar with this industry. So you would have to help me out with what kind of keywords that you think we would be good for and we could grab. And then once we have like a keyword set of like 5 to 10, then we would start ranking you for those keywords. Right? And kind of the methodology that we go about ranking you for those keywords is actually building out a specific page that targets that keyword. The reason why that works so well is because that's essentially what Google's looking from us as website owners and as people that are trying to build a business online, right? Google's really looking for I mean, really, as an SEO marketer, as an SEO company, what our job is to do for our clients is really 3 things. And a few other things as well, but the main 3 things are, 1, to make sure Google knows exactly what your website is about and what services and products and things like that you provide, right? And that comes down to like your actual on-page SEO, making sure that Google knows exactly, keep the rhythm for life. I mean, this is okay, but it doesn't have any keywords in your actual title, right? So we want to make sure that Google, like I said, knows what your website is about, and saying keep the rhythm for life doesn't 100% tell Google exactly what your website is about. I mean, it could be like a walking, like a pacer, and then that could also have the tagline keep the rhythm for life too, you know what I mean? And so that's the kind of thing, so Google knows exactly what your website is about. We would have more content to help show Google exactly what your keyword is about. The second thing is making sure that Google knows exactly what your keyword is, what keywords you want to capture. And we do that by things like making sure that the keyword is sprinkled in your content, making sure that your meta description has those kinds of keywords in there, and making sure that there's not also negative things that are affecting your SEO, which is the third thing that we focus on as search marketers, because there are things that you can do to your website that's going to actually hurt your SEO efforts than actually help it. So a lot of people that don't 100% know SEO but know that you have to sprinkle in keywords will add in the keyword a bunch of times. So if they have like 500 words of content, they'll layer in like 20 to 30 words, the same keyword over and over again. Now, that used to work very well back in the day, but unfortunately it does not work well anymore, because Google finds that as a spammy practice, and they'll actually negatively penalize you for that by saying, hey, this is a spammy website, this is a spammy page, we're not going to give it as much credit. And so then it brings you down in the rankings instead of up by having too much of that keyword. So we want to make sure we sprinkle it in, and so Google picks up on it, but not excessively so that Google actually thinks that it's spammy. So that's kind of like the fine line, and we know that fine line, so we know exactly where we need to do that. We also layer in like related keywords, so Google thinks it's a lot more natural, that kind of thing. Now, how we would go about ranking you for these keywords, we would do something like this. So let's say we wanted to capture AED training. What I would do is I would literally build out a specific page that has the keyword AED training in there. So do you see right here, product/basic-cpr-training-course? What I would do is I would literally build out a page that specifically says AED training. They'll say AED-training. Actually, CPR training will be another awesome keyword that we could potentially grab and pull up a huge keyword set for that, right? So that's the kind of thing that we would do, and then hash out content right here. By the way, this looks really funny, so you need to clean that up. This needs to come down here. So we need to make sure that that you have enough content so Google can pick up on those keywords. We'll have the keyword actually in the URL, which is huge, and then you're going to start getting a lot of credit for those kinds of keywords. Now we know this is effective because it's already working for you on your website. And let me show you that real quick. So do you see how CR Plus right here, you rank on the number 6 spot? The reason why you rank for that is because you literally have LifePack-CR. You have that phrase CR in there, and LifePack is 100% correlated with CR Plus, and Google can recognize that, which is why you're getting credit for it. Jane Gonzalez, you literally have a page that has the keyword Jane-Gonzalez in there. I can literally go down the list. Zoll Pads, pads/Zoll Pads. Zoll Stat Pads 2. Well, Zoll Stat Pads 2, right there. See what I mean? So AED package, AED packages. So you can see literally type 1, 2, 3 lithium batteries, Zoll AED plus type 1, 2, 3 lithium batteries. So that's exactly why we know this ranks, because that's literally how you're ranking right now. And it's just a very effective way of actually ranking you for those keywords that we want to capture. And that's essentially what we would be doing if we were to tackle this SEO project together, because I would literally build, once we have that keyword set, build out those specific pages targeting those keywords, hash out the content, and it's just going to work wonders for ranking you for the keyword that we want to capture. All right, so I'll wrap it up here. I haven't even talked about like some of the on-page SEO elements and conversion things that I could see. That's one of those things that we work on as well, making sure that you convert more of the customers. So if there's 1 out of 100 people, if like there's 100 people that visit your website, only 1 person purchases something or signs up, we want to make it so that you shoot for closer to like 4 or 5, and that effectively quadruples or quintuples or 5 times is your sales. Right, so that's something that we could work on as well, and that's part of our SEO efforts, because our goal isn't to just bring you traffic, it's actually to make you money, right? Because there's no point in bringing you traffic that doesn't actually convert into sales, because then you're just you know, spending money into marketing and you're not seeing a return on your investment, and that's kind of our goal, right? So I appreciate it, Gene. If you watched this video all the quick way through, I hope you got insight out of this. At the very least, we would just love to talk further about what you're looking to do with your website, what your time frame is, what your marketing budget is, and then hash out a plan of attack and get started on this. What I do want to mention real quick at the end right now is, I know you said AED Accessories San Antonio. You don't even have to worry about targeting it specifically for San Antonio. We can target it even just for the brand and national keyword like AED Accessories, because all these keywords that I'm searching up, it doesn't have a city attached to it. These are just straight national keywords that we could grab. Right. So again, appreciate it, and I look forward to talking to you soon. All right. Take care.